Hey everyone, Paul Finck here, the Maverick Millionaire, and we are here on Maverick Mondays talking about how to create life, how to do it different, how to make abundant lifestyle and make it real for you and to enjoy your life every single second of every day. How do you make all that happen? How does it happen for you? The topic of tonight is going somewhere. Are you going somewhere? And do you know where that is? Such a profound question, and yet so few people actually know the answers to it. I talk and train and coach all around the world, and I got to tell you, I ask that question on a regular basis. Come hang out, come find us, come spend time with us. This is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire, and we are here on Maverick Mondays talking about what your answer is to the question, going somewhere? Do you have a direction? Do you have a destiny? Do you know where that is? Do you have it defined? These are the things that we're going to be talking about and really profoundly understand what the depth of that is. We're here hanging out. Got to tell you, I flew in last night. I hung out for the last 4+ days, whatever it was, out in LA. We were with Craig Duswalt's group. He had a great event. I was sponsoring and speaking out at it, and it was on rockstar marketing. What a phenomenal time. Met some really superstars there, and we had a phenomenal time doing it and just enjoying it. My wife, Deborah, was with me, and so that's always a pleasure. We are about 4 months away from empty nest and kind of excited. And I know I want to be so sad that my kids are going. However, I get really excited about their next stage in their life, about what they're doing. And it's not about, oh, they must be next to me, otherwise I am sorrowed. I am excited about the future journey that they have going. So for all my children, God bless you, and so excited on your journeys. And so my wife Deborah and I will be empty nesters in about 4 months from now, and completely. And so she'll be able to hang out and travel with me more and more as I travel all around the country. So we just got back from LA. We're going to Boca Raton tomorrow, and Boynton Beach is where her father is living, and I'm going down with David Dweck. And many of you know David. He's got one of the largest RIA clubs down there in Florida, and just going to be a pleasure to hang out with David. He's been a staple down there for a long time, and hang out. So I'll be speaking at his RIA club later on this week. And then we're flying home and flying out back down to Florida in a couple weeks for my boot camp, the Maverick Boot Camp. For any of you that have not joined us at a Maverick Boot Camp Live, this is your chance. We're going to be in Orlando and just having a blast for 3 full days talking about sales and business and entrepreneurship and leadership and what it takes to really step up and connect and communicate, what it takes to build a team and all those great things. And so today I'm talking about, and here on Maverick Mondays, talking about, are you going somewhere? Do you know where it is and the profound effect that can have on you? I talk about principal targets and what that means for each and every one of us. So goals is the common expression. Do you know what your goals are? Do you know where you're headed? Hey, Dom, welcome to the party here. We're just getting started and talking about goal setting and understanding that how profound, how powerful that is in your life. When you are looking to, hey, Rosanna, absolutely. Are you going somewhere? Do you know where that is? Do you have a direction? I talk about principal targets. Knowing the end in mind when you start is so amazing. I was just hanging out this afternoon with my sons. They're in the middle of running their track meet. They're just finishing up now. They had a couple heats already. that we were able to be there for and hang out with. And whenever I watch runners, I'm hit with a understanding of what goal setting and what principal target and creating a principal target really means. Because imagine, if you will, imagine you're running a race, kind of like our life sometimes. And you're running a race, only you do not know where the end is. You have no idea where the finish line is, and you're running. And you're running and running and running and running. And so often people translate this into running on a treadmill, or more precisely, a running on a wheel, because they never quite get anywhere. They're running in place, never seeing the same scenery every single day, never quite seeing something different, never quite creating something different in their life. And so that scenery gets really tired, really boring, and you don't have a finish line. There's no destination in sight. What happens to the magnitude, the speed, the dedication, the determination of continuing to run at a top speed? You end up in this challenge of running a race with no finish line. So you stop running. You never quite get going. If you do start off with determination, if you do start off with any sort of gumption, of motivation in your heart and soul to make something happen, you have no finish line, you have no goal, you have no idea where you're going, you will stop, or at least slow down to a crawl space, to a crawl pace. No matter what, it'll happen to you. And so now all of a sudden you're just walking, strolling, just kind of hanging out in your life, never quite creating, achieving, accomplishing anything, never quite seeing some new scenery, if you will, never quite creating a difference for yourself or for others. All this happens when you don't have a principal target, when you don't know where you're going. Are you going somewhere? Do you know where that is? This is the topic of today. I want to ask you, do you have your goals? Do you know where you're going? Answer that. If you do, tell us. Tell us what your goal is, because I got to tell you, when you share your goals, when you share what you want in life, chances are there are people around you that can help get it for you, that can help bring the resources to you that'll help you achieve everything that you want. So absolutely, the goal is share it with the universe. Share it with people all over the internet, all over social media. Share it with your friends, your family. Share it with as many people as possible. Now, there are some people that'll absolutely tear you down. They will look to, don't let them. I believe in you. I believe in your power. I believe in what you are able to do. Don't let them. You can listen to them. And once you hear that they're looking to tear you down, shun it. Put it aside. It's not worth listening to. However, while you're sharing it, and there's some people that are going to demean it. They're going to say, what are you bothering with? You'll never achieve that. Oh, this is ridiculous. That's okay. Let them talk. You just keep moving forward. And lo and behold, there's going to be people that absolutely believe in what you're saying, absolutely buy into your vision, and absolutely will deliver the resources you're looking for to accomplish more, to get to your next level, your next step in life. So share your goals, share your dreams with us. What are they? What do you need to accomplish those goals? Share those. Ask this community those questions. We're here to help out. So absolutely, what is your goal, Jamie? Janine, what is your goal? Glasses definitely help. What's your goal? Hey, sweetie, I know you've been on your journey. Now what? What is the goal that you have in mind? What's the next step you're looking to accomplish? Maybe we can help you here. That being said, Christine, welcome. Christine was hanging out with me at the great boot camp we were just hanging out in. Like I said, I've been traveling all around the country, and now I'm home, and I was hanging out with my sons. They had a track meet this afternoon. And when you're running a race, when you don't know where your finish line is, you will stop. You'll get stuck. You'll just kind of wander around and never quite move forward. Let's take the other scenario. Imagine, if you will, you have a goal, you have a finish line. What happens when you get started? You set the goal in sometime in the future. You get started, you jump out of the starting gate. No matter whether it's a mile, 2 miles, whether it's a 100-mile race, chances are you'll want to get going, and you'll get so excited about getting going because you know where you're headed that you're going to jump out of the starting gate. Now you're in the race. Everything's going along. You're pacing yourself. You're working it. There's a funny thing that happens as you get closer to the finish line. As you get closer, most people, and the logical component would be, well, you've been running a long time. You've been on this pace, on this journey for a long time. As you go along day by day, you'll end up slowing down. You'll be using up more and more of your energy. It may or may not be replenished. And, well, you'll start slowing down as you're going through this journey, especially if it's a long journey. Then we have the human psyche. We have the power within us. We have so much going on inside of us, our mind, body, and soul, to drive us, determination to create so much more in our existence, that as we get closer to our finish line, we get closer to our determined goal, our principal targets, whether it's for the month, the quarter, the year, the 5 years, the decade. As we get closer, we actually build up steam. We actually get excited, and we want to finish strong, so we dive for the finish line. We run, we put everything out there, and we run faster than we've ever run during our whole journey as the closer we get to the finish line. So what does that mean when we're utilizing this metaphor, if you will, into our life? What does that look like? It means that as you start your journey, you want to actually have a destination in mind. So many people go, oh, I don't believe in that stuff. You don't have to believe in it. Write it down. Some people say, oh, I don't want to write anything down because I don't want to limit myself. You can change along the way. You can adjust it. You can move the line. If you get to your line, your finish line too fast, create a new one. And we call them milestones. Create one milestone after another, after another, after another, after another. Keep creating those milestones. Other people say, oh, what if I write all this stuff down and then I don't achieve it? I am going to beat myself up. I'm not going to feel good. So it's better I don't write anything down at all, because then there isn't this chance that I won't accomplish it. Dare to write it down. Dare to challenge yourself and understand the concept. When you reach for the stars, you'll land on the moon. Understand, you never actually get to the stars because there's always more out there. And yet, when you reach for the stars, you're able to create more in your life. When you create a huge goal and you only accomplish 50% of it, you're already 75, 80% further along in your life and your journey and your achievement than you would be. You didn't set the goal at all. Dare to set the goals. Dare to dream. Know where you're going. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and share right here. Where are you going? What are your goals? We want to help you. All of us, this whole Maverick community wants to help you achieve your goals. What are they? I'd love to travel the country singing in elementary schools. It's time to branch out. You know, we've been talking about this for a long time. You absolutely come hang out with us. We'll be talking about that. And I've got a new project that I've got in place that I'm developing right now, where I'm developing a whole new program for educating our children. Janine, absolutely come and hang out, reach out to me, and I'll share some of it. We are just in the beginning stages of it and putting this together. Yes, I'm in the club. Susan, any day now. We've got business to do. Absolutely set your goals. We're talking here, do you know where you're going? Have you set it in place? Have you drawn the line in the sand and created it for yourself? This is so imperative to the rest of the journey, so imperative to your success in where it's going. Because once you know where you're going, there's a concept that I teach called reverse engineering. In understanding what you do today is directly connected to where you end up 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now. The rest of your life starts today. What you do now makes the difference for where you end up 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now. Where do you want to end up? If you do not know, have you ever gone, this is really cool. Think about this. Have you ever gotten into your car with no real clear destination in mind? You know, you just want to get out. It's a nice, beautiful day. You just want to get out of the house and you get into your car. But you haven't decided exactly where you're going to go. Now, sometimes you'll just sit in the car for a while till you decide. So often that's the way people show up in life. They just sit there. They just wait. They haven't quite figured out where they want to go, so they're waiting to figure it out, so then they do nothing. And they sit there and they end up sitting there for a day, a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 3 years, a decade, 10 decades. They just hang out. They never quite go anywhere because they're waiting to figure out where they want to go and they haven't figured it out yet, so they don't leave the driveway. All right, so you're one of those brave souls. You decide to leave the driveway. You haven't quite figured out where you want to go, but you leave. You drive out. Now you're on the streets. And you kind of go here and over there and up there and down there and over there. And you just wander around. In a short period of time, I guarantee you, you will be right back where you started. You won't actually get anywhere because you had no destination in mind in the first place. If you don't know where you're going, you're already there. And so often, that's what happens in our life. We don't have a destination. We don't have a goal. We're not sure exactly where we're going. And so we end up getting stuck and stopped. And for too many people, that idea of getting stuck and stopped is forever. They never quite shift out of it. They never quite catapult themselves to another place, another level. I travel a lot. I travel all over the world now. And in my travels, it's so amazing. I talk to other people that travel like I do, and we reflect on the people that don't. We reflect on the people that never quite leave their backyard. Do you know most of the people in the United States never journey past 45 minutes beyond where they were born? That's scary to me. It's scary for a couple reasons. I don't care where you're born. It may be one of the beautiful, most wonderful places on the planet Earth. And you say, why would I ever leave? Because to appreciate that more, you should see other places. And to get an understanding of what is going on in the world, get an understanding of other cultures, be more understanding of what other religions are like, for instance, and other cultures and other countries and their principles and beliefs. So A, you could appreciate yours more. B, so that you can understand and appreciate other people and the differences we have in this country and in this world. To understand all that means to travel past your own backyard in mind, body, and soul, and to travel the world. All my children have gotten such a great perspective of the world because they are world travelers. They continue to travel to this day. I think it's next month, sometime soon, my daughter Amanda is going on a 35-day trip throughout Europe, all on her own. She decided, she paid for it out of her own money. She taking this journey. She's got some time off before she starts her PhD at the University of Pennsylvania. Very proud of her. She's studying to be a medical researcher and going for a doctorate. Unbelievable. And so she's got some space and time before that, and she's going to go travel. 35 days tour. Unbelievable. That is just amazing, and it's what really develops balanced, powerful people to really get a perspective on what's going on in the world, to know what's out there. So knowing your destination, knowing your journeys, knowing what's available. You also need to know where you are at as well as where you're going. Yes, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. As someone famous said that, I understand. Knowing where you're at is real important. Understand a GPS. When you come in and coach, for instance, one of the biggest pet peeves of coaches or stumbling blocks for most coaches who may not even be aware that this is happening is that if I don't know exactly, and more precisely, when you are not able to express to me exactly where you are, how could I ever direct you to get where you're going? Because I could direct you based on where I think you are, only if you're in a different place, you could end up in a different location because of me misdirecting you based on having a misunderstanding of where you are. So absolutely, Susan, we need 2 points. A GPS system needs 2 points of reference, where you are and where you're going to go, to be able to give you precise directions to get there. So absolutely, and knowing where you are at is a lot of self-awareness, and we talk about that a lot in my boot camps and in my coaching, understanding who you are, what your principles are, what you stand for, and how you've gotten to that point. Then the other key is, what do you need to change? What do you need to change to get to where you want to be? We'll talk about that more another time. Right now, we're just simply talking about one core concept. Know where you're going and write it down. I would love for you to share with me your goals, your principal targets, where you're going. Go ahead and share them here so that we can help you. And this is a trusted community. I will tell you, anyone that criticizes or condemns your goals in this chat, I will throw off, block, and never have anything great to say. And I say that with kindness in heart, is that this is a safe environment for people to grow and live into their dreams. It's not about no naysayers may apply. Absolutely. Dream it, and it can be. Everything I have now is because I had a thought and a dream that I could. That somewhere along the way, I believed in myself strong enough to keep moving forward and create it. And now it's your turn to really believe. Stretch your thoughts, the possibilities of what is in your life, what you could be. Imagine there's no limitation. Imagine you have all the money, all the time in the world to create everything that you want. What would you create? What would you do? Where would you go? What would you achieve? That's power. That's where we begin. Set your goals with that parameter in mind and watch what happens. Then we talk about reverse engineering and creating it for you, and create the accountability partners around you to make it happen. Understand, the closer you get to your goals, the faster you're going to create them, the faster you're going to move to make it happen. We create milestones along the way. So long-term goals as well as short-term goals. Big dreams as well as today dreams. What are you doing today, tomorrow, this week, the next 30 days? Power. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for hanging out. This has been very special, and I want to share with you, we've got so much more to go. This year has only just begun. We're just finishing up, or just finished up the first quarter of the year, and now we've got 3 more quarters to go. I know for my business, for my personal life, we're just revving up and getting going. We've got a huge event. One of my best and favorite ever is coming up in Orlando, Florida, and we're going to be there the end of this month in April. Go ahead and hang out with me, paulsevents.com, paulsevents.com, and you'll see our full schedule there and all the reasons to show up. We're also going to be in Vegas, Las Vegas in July, and absolutely phenomenal event that we have planned for there as well, all about how to build your goals, your dreams, your entrepreneurship, and really how to achieve everything that you want. Go ahead and share your goals. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. I'm having a great time, excited about life. I'm sure you are too. That's why you're part of this community. This is the Maverick community. I am the Maverick Millionaire. Plan on going somewhere. Know exactly where that is, or you're already there. And my dreams, my hopes, my prayers is that all of you continue to build and grow to someplace greater. Again, this is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. This is Maverick Mondays. Till next time, everyone. Talk to you soon.